You've probably tried this with your smartphone. You start a text, and then you just keep tapping the center word the phone suggests for you. The phone strings a sentence together word by word. It feels like it's talking, even if the result is usually a bit of a mess. This simple guessing game is the direct ancestor of the technology behind the world's most advanced artificial intelligence. They both share the same DNA. They are designed to guess what comes next. Instead of a thinking brain, these platforms act as a massive, high-speed engine that predicts the most likely next piece of information based on patterns it has seen before. Most of us are used to search engines, which act like digital librarians. You ask a question, and the librarian finds an existing book or article that contains the answer. Generative AI builds a response from scratch every time you hit enter. It looks at instructions and constructs something original, piece by piece. This makes it a powerful partner for turning scattered notes into polished emails or summarizing long reports. For a leader, the first step to success is viewing this as a tool for drafting and reorganizing ideas, rather than a perfect source of facts. To really take the wheel and steer the AI, we have to look under the hood at how the math actually works. It starts with something called tokens. These systems don't see words the way humans do. Instead, they chop our language up into small, manageable puzzle pieces. A long word like hamburger is too much for the machine to process at once, so it snaps it into two pieces, ham and burger. This internal processing engine takes the phrase, "What do you think?" and calculates the next piece. It assigns a high probability to the word I, loops it back into the system to guess the next one, and repeats the cycle until finished. Because every piece of text costs the engine a bit of effort to process, very long instructions or massive documents can reach the limits of what the system can handle. This limit is dictated by the context window. Think of this as the machine's cognitive workspace. It's like the amount of information the AI can keep on its desk at one time. This workspace moves like a sliding window over your text. It looks at your current instructions and your previous conversation all at once to keep the response relevant. However, this workspace is finite. It can only hold so much information before it runs out of room. If you provide too much history or too many documents, the window overflows. The machine begins to lose its place, ignoring your earlier instructions or even making things up as it tries to fill the gaps. Keeping your instructions clear and your documents focused ensures the engine stays on track. The final key is the prompt. This is the set of instructions you give the machine to tell it exactly how to behave. Since the engine is simply looking for patterns, the quality of what it creates depends on the detail you provide. A short, vague instruction leads to a generic guess, but a prompt with a clear goal and specific rules narrows the focus, resulting in a sharp, professional output. To see how this works in practice, imagine two teams at the same company asked to summarize a complex merger memo using AI. Team A types a 3-word prompt, "Summarize this memo." Because they gave the engine so much room to guess, they receive a single generic paragraph that doesn't help them make any decisions. Team B takes a moment to be specific. They define who the summary is for, explain which sections of the memo matter most, and ask for the summary in 3 clear bullet points. By giving the machine a better set of patterns to follow, they get a brilliant, ready-to-use executive brief. Team B's success came from their discipline in managing the instructions and the context window. Even with a great prompt, there is a risk. Because the machine is a prediction engine, it prioritizes sounding confident over being factually right. We naturally trust a document when the writing is flawless and the tone professional. We assume if it sounds smart, it is accurate. But an AI can be perfectly grammatical while being completely wrong. That makes human verification essential. The system works with math and patterns, not with a sense of truth. It can draft a plan, but it cannot take responsibility for the outcome. You don't need a technical background to use AI. You just need to treat it as a highly capable assistant that needs clear directions, a clean workspace, and a human expert to double-check the work.